Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality, live here in Virginia Beach. Tonight, I'm outside of my home on the outside deck. I don't know if you can see the moon way up top up there. So, the moon is there. It's a beautiful night. It's a little bit cooler than normal. My chilly fall nights are my favorite. But tonight, what I wanted to talk to you about is how tonight would really be a great time for a heart to heart with love energy or God or spirit, because these times have just been so relentless. It's been over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's like, oh my God! Just when you think you get out of one thing, it's like really your faith is being tested. It's like we're ungrounded. Our faith is being tested. There's challenge after challenge after challenges. It's overwhelming. These times are super, 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 super. I cannot stress enough. Difficult for 2019. It's like I gotta laugh because I don't know if I'm gonna cry. You know what I mean? It's just like whoa, right? And this is coming from a girl who talks to God 24/7, eats, breathes, sleeps, love energy, right? I don't get out of bed, right, in the morning and get dressed without asking spirit, hey, what's the best color underwear for me? You know what I mean? So and I shit you not. That really is the truth. So when I sit down and I think about it, if it's this difficult or this rough for me, and of course that's based on what I ask love energy or God or spirit or universe for. So remember that what's happening now is a coming together of so much different energy, the energy of your soul and what you decided to do before you even came in here, as well as the energy of what's happening, the rising of the vibrational love energy on the planet. Okay, and then you have the energies of everything that you're dealing with in society, earth world. um, you know what's happening there, the big squeeze for everybody around you, unwell energies, everybody's getting squeezed. So that's going to affect you as well. So we're having a lot of stuff happening, like a relative of mine's boyfriend went in for a routine heart procedure, and somehow everything got messed up. They had opened him up, do open heart surgery. They didn't think he got oxygen for 5 minutes. He's kind of out of it in a coma for days. They didn't know if he was going to be all together when he woke up or if he was even going to wake up, and all in a routine heart procedure. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's going on. Super challenging stuff, all right? Whether it be your health stuff or whatever it is that's coming in for you, but it definitely is going to be challenging. And like, I can tell you, I'm having challenges with my pets. Many of you know I have a couple of my dogs who have not been well, and I'm growing and learning with spirit huge, immensely, as a healer, as a medical intuitive, as a love energy being. I work with love energy. In one soul and in all that we are, to make us well. And sometimes that includes holistic stuff, like, diet, medicine, herbs, vitamins, minerals, lots and lots of awesome tools, or love energy tools, gifts from God or spirit or universe or love, that help and assist me, as well as anybody who goes to look into these products. They were designed from universe in the beginning of all time, because we're naturally all healing. So anyways, this brings me back to my pets. So there's challenges here, and once again, we're going through intervals of learning, as am I. Nobody is immune to the changes on these planets in these times. It's like it's really amazing times, but at the same time, honest to God, I mean, it has been one of the most challenging times in my entire life. Not only am I having to deal with all of this, and then I have my taxes. I have to get my taxes done, and I'm totally not into that, right? I mean, well, who really is, right? For the most part, right? So there's challenges within that, right? So there's challenges hitting us at all these different angles. I mean, 2019 has been fucking unbelievable year, right? It's been some of our greatest achievements, but some of our most difficult learnings, growings, and higher callings from our souls, like into our souls, into a higher form of love energy, to be even more so the divine love energy beings that we've come here to be. Of course, what you ask God for, what you ask love energy for, all right, has everything to do with what's going on. If I ask for a glass of milk, the path for a glass of milk may not be so big for me, right? But the path to be a spiritual master, or to go all over the world, or be a super powerful healer, that's a totally different path, right? So that may require a lot more work, or a different type of work, and both, right? Depending on what I ask God for. Same thing is true, somebody in the middle of a super low socioeconomic space in a third world country, it may be virtually impossible to get them something to eat, right? And that's a huge challenge for many blocks to be overcome there. I mean, it's just infinite, the challenges that we all face and that we all have, right? Depending on what we ask universe for. Everything, we call in all these things. Like, people say to me all the time, oh, I wish I would win the lottery, right? And you cannot win the lottery until you're really in an abundant space, unless you have a piece of you that has been channeled through this time, or signed on for in your soul before you even came in here, where the avenue for that was totally clear. All right, in a rare circumstances like that is when you're going to win the lottery. And again, it's your perception of if you win the lottery, right? You may believe, well, I didn't win the lottery. I bought a ticket and I didn't win the lottery, but you may inherit millions of dollars from an uncle. I mean, really? Does it matter? You're still getting millions of dollars. Isn't that what you asked Source for? So there's many different ways to look at everything, many different ways to understand things. Everything is habits, patterns, and beliefs, and what you believe in your soul creates everything that's happening out here, along with what is happening. And your soul, of course, decided this before it came in here, to have these challenges in Earthworld. So when I say along with the raising of the vibration of the planet, what your soul chose to come here to do, so the challenges you decided to sign on for, the people in your life who are certain energies who are causing toxicities, that's all part of your soul's growth and journey. And you signed on for that, right? Hard to think sometimes when we go through really incredible, intense suffering and difficult times. But that's why what we teach here is so important. The more you work with love, the more you change a life, the greater you have, and the better the outcome across the board. There really is great, huge possibility for big, fat, zero suffering, right? Really, there really, really is. I know that's hard for me to convey to many people who are in earthworld belief systems, but there is no pain, there is no suffering, there is no unwellness, no toxicities in the highest form of love. It just doesn't happen there. All right. And this is all part of moving this planet in this direction towards that space. So tonight I wanted to talk to you about all these difficult times, help you get a better understanding on bits and pieces of what's going on, why it's going on, the challenges that you bring in, both consciously and subconsciously in your soul. So as we change, we ask for more and different things in our lives. Our destinies changes. So things are changing constantly. So again, many of you will feel ungrounded. I wanted to get some of these things as well. And everything is in astrological alignment with the stars, your soul, and all that is love energy, or all that is love energy that is God. Okay. All this is all part of the grand design of everything that's supposed to happen here. And nobody is part of it without having wanted or created themselves to come in here in the first place into this dimension. It doesn't work that way. All right. Love does not make you do something that you do not want to do. Only you do. All right. Authentically from your soul. Okay. So remember that during these times, no matter what the challenge, bring it to source. It will be a billion times infinitely more easier. Just work with love energy. You don't know what to say during these really rough, difficult times. Just ask love to handle it. Ask love to speak through you. Ask love to take care of it. And the ride, or wherever you're going, or whatever happens, and whatever you have to deal with, is going to be infinitely far easier, better, and amazing than you could have ever dreamed or put together yourself on a conscious earth world level from within your soul. It just can't be in those belief systems, right? It doesn't happen. Okay, so again, you're going to feel a lot. Many of you, your whole worlds are pretty much going to be upside down. You don't know where you're going. You don't know who you are anymore. You don't know what direction you're supposed to be going in, because what we're doing is we're getting like a revamp of who we are. It's like a total, do you really want to be this, what you say you are? So we're changing so much because we're bringing ourselves to the higher levels that we've asked love energy or we've asked God for. Okay, so many of you are having, when I get a visual, I see us going around in circles, like just as if we kind of like parachuted out of an airplane and rolled across the ground to stop, right? I see us rolling because we don't know where we're going, we don't know what we're doing, and it's very ungrounded in the things that we thought we liked, suddenly we don't like anymore, or we don't think we like them anymore, or we're confused about what we like. So, and then, there's identity crises within all that. So many of us put what we do many times, in whether well or not well, what we do is hooked up, attached into our identities. Okay, so all of this is part of the grand plan to help you get to your greatest you, the higher vibrations of love, so you can truly step into your mission and the changes that you've asked God for in this earth world, so we can continue this change here. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so you feel better about what's going on. If you're having a really hard time, ask God to be free of that. Ask God to be free of these struggles. Ask God to assist you. Just like I walked out here tonight and I was like, okay, God, I love my dog. My dog's doing good, but she's been suffering setbacks, and I'm learning about energy with this, and how her energy and my energy is absolutely and totally intertwined. And I'm like, I've been researching with Love Energy Guided to books and certain things everywhere I go with Universe and my soul for my best healing for my dog and myself, and to help others, right? And so I'm like looking through these books that I'm guided through, right, or guided to, with these amazing healers and amazing people who have come, basically come before me, so to speak, and are also around in our reality. Your soul will bring you to who you need to go and work with, all right, based on what you ask love energy for. And these are times. So we're doing infinite studies and more learning, right? And so when I say me and my dog, we're intertwined in this mission, and we're learning, I'm learning about how her energy is with my energy. Now, this doesn't happen to this degree all the time. There is a lifetime soul connection here, and it's super intense for me and her. And it's like I open up this book, and out of all the articles, I read this one little insert about this woman who had this dog, and I was like, oh my God, because I know now that what happened to this woman is what's happening with me and my dog. And while it has very much to do, huge, with earth world reality, it is even more so to do with the metaphysical. Okay, we always talk about balances, right? But it has far more to do with metaphysical and how her energy, excuse me, my best friend dog, who is Nani, right? She's now 10, and she's all tied in with me energetically, right? Well, here's the amazing part. When she doesn't feel good, I don't feel good, and vice versa. So we're growing, and we're becoming super more and more sensitive. So in order for my dog to be well, because we're so attached, we've been together for lifetimes. It's been me and her as warriors and wolves for lifetimes, right? And I'm like, so, and I know as I'm reading, I read there's a whole fucking like 200-page book, and the only thing I read, right, the only one little fucking paragraph that I read in this book, right, I read the whole book, right, eventually I read the whole book, but like, and I'm like shuffling through it, and this one little paragraph is what tells me about her and me and our relationship, and how we're intertwined, and what happens with me happens with her. So therefore, I have to heal me in order to heal her. And I'm like, fucking A. Now, this doesn't happen all the time, but we're always intertangled, especially with our pets from love. There's so many amazing connections that we have with them, and when we've been with them for lifetimes. And again, I'm still exploring and learning more about this, but this is the kind of knowledge and wisdom we're gaining during these times. It's just incredible, amazing stuff. And I'm sitting here going, okay, God, right now I'm like, I need more information. I don't feel really, really super, super smart right now. I don't really, not that it's super smart or super connected or what the fuck the word is, but I'm feeling less than, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how did I not know this, right? But this is all part of our growing that we have to come into. It's not that I didn't really know it on a soul level. You always know, right? But this is, nothing comes into your time or your space or your love energy moment before it's God's time. And in that time is when everything comes together. So I would not have understood this level of what I'm talking about between me and the dog and the energy, and I'm still exploring it with spirit, because I'm like, holy shit, this is just incredible. Because this not only has to do with the relationship with my dog, this has to do with all healing, right? All fucking healing. So it's really, really incredible and amazing stuff. So this is some of the stuff that we're learning. We're opening new doorways for this, learning how to work with energy in all different ways. Whether we're healers, we're whatever it is that we love to do, and our souls came in here to do, both in earth world and metaphysical, and balancing them together. And we're learning so much more information to do amazing things here and grow. All right. So, but along with that have to come the challenges, or we can't get into those high love energy spaces to be those spiritual people we came here to be, or spiritual beings we came here to be, to change the world. So, excuse me for all these coughing and this coughing out here, but it really is a lovely night. So I just wanted to share with you an update on these difficult or radical times that are going on for 2019. They're going to go on through the end of the year, but the best way to deal with it is to work with love energy all the time. So when I'm crying about my dog still having an issue or having this, and I have moments too, we're all human, we all have moments, right? So when I'm sitting in my chair, hugging on her, having a moment, an emotional moment with her, know this, you're perfectly normal, you're human, you got to get it out, right? It's all part of the grand plan and the grand design, and you're growing too, right? So this is all the stuff that's happening. Amazing doors and magic is opening, just like I'm learning so much more about my healing abilities, and new doors are opening up. That's just some of it. I mean, it's incredible. So much more information coming in all the time. We're breaking glass ceilings. The realities that we thought were here are no longer here. I mean, it's just, you're just like, oh my God, how could I have believed in all of this? Because this is such bullshit. So get ready, because if it hasn't started to happen for you, which I believe that it has for most of you, right? Whether you're aware of it or not consciously, ask God that you do see it, that you do know, for your gifts, for everything from love in the highest form, to make your dreams happen from love, right? And any challenges that come your way, bring it right to source, right down to your pink underwear or whatever fucking color underwear you want to wear. Okay. And again, it's a beautiful night. There's I think you can see the moon way up in the sky up there, I think, right? Okay. So tonight, tomorrow morning, I'm flying out to Boston. I'm going to be in Boston on Sunday, and I think I might go to Salem. If I come back, maybe I'll do YouTube on that if I have a moment with spirit or love energy. And any questions, as always, come see me. Again, it's Lynn Renee McDonald, Practical Spirituality. May you guys have the greatest night, and may the angels follow you and bless you and guide you and fill you with love the whole time on this journey, because Lord knows we need it. So many blessings. Thanks, guys. Bye.